Welcome to Twins Talk Tech, episode something, because I don't know. It's been so long, and we've had so many snafus on our side. We've tried to do a few with audio issues and whatever. And there's Brent, by the way, he's in focus. He's just really pixelated because I'm recording his FaceTime stream. It's a way, hopefully, if we can get a better connection eventually, where this will be much more streamlined. And of course, once I get my act together over here, everything will be great. But sorry for the long delay. Oh, I lost a light. I know you guys don't care, but I do. I look so much better. I'm looking, my iPad's over here, my camera's here. So anyways, this is how the entire episode's going to be. Just a wreck.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So anyways, did I mention already I'm Bryce? That's Brent over there. And welcome. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for enjoying the show. What are you doing over there? You have 1 minute.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
Okay, good. So that filled in the void there. So today, by the way, just in case you're curious as to when we're recording, was the iPhone announcement, iPhone 11 and 11 Pro. And I don't know much about it. 3 lenses on the iPhone Pro, 2, although the second is not telephoto. That's pretty interesting. But it still does face, what's called? Portrait. Plus,
well, they have the Pro has a telephoto.
Pro has, I'm sorry, correct, but not the 11. It's not even called the XR. Remember that situation or the 10R, sorry.
10R.
That is what you have, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so basically the non-Pro is the 10R equivalent, but it's just simply called 11.
Right.
And it has colors. You've got purple. You've got, what is that, a 50s, 60s green going on? Banana yellow, maybe a little more faded than banana, but close. And then black, white, and red. The red looks super cool. Where's no blue?
Red, yeah.
There's no blue. In the logo for their invitation, there was a pretty cool looking blue. Where's the blue phone?
Yeah.
Ice.
Maybe that's that lavenderish color, because you said purple, but maybe it's more of a lavendery in between purple and blue.
Maybe
that purple is very faint. It's a very soft purple.
Yeah, all of those 3 initial colors are kind of pastel-y. But
right.
And the price seems to have dropped on that one, at least. Was it $699? I think is the price. I didn't watch the keynote yet. Was it still $1,000 for the Pro or?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, I'm still running the 8 Plus. I don't know if I'll upgrade. Some of the features are nice, but they're definitely not must-haves for me. What about you?
They did drop the 8. By the way, the 10R will remain around, I think, at $550, so a great price for that phone. And $450 for the 8, which I would assume $499 or something for the 8 Plus. So those phones hanging around, those are very good prices for those phones.
And that's one of the reasons why I don't think I'm going to... Did I mumble all of that? That's one of the reasons I don't think I'm going to upgrade. I have the 8 Plus, besides a minor little crack in the bottom corner, thanks to this podcast. It's serving every purpose of what I need it to do. Takes pictures, but I try to use this camera now because I like to be fancy. And quick thing, you might notice that I look phenomenal. That's just a generic statement, but also the lens I'm using is and I don't know how to pronounce it. Neither does the internet apparently. Meike, Meike is the brand. It's a fully manual lens for my Panasonic G85, 25 mil, which means it's a 50 mil on mine because it's multiplied by 2. But it's allowing me to get this amazing shadow depth of field where my hands are out of focus. So I can get them back there. And they're out of focus again. But I'm in focus. The problem is if I rock forward at all or backwards, I'm probably out of focus. So, but not Brent level. That's like catastrophic.
I have a special lens I use. It's a special type of focus. Yeah.
Yeah. A little Vaseline on the front. Just in case that sensor dares try to get a hold of me. So anyway, so that's the new phone. Apparently, Google will be announcing a new one. Samsung just did, right? Didn't they just announce something?
The Note, yeah.
Yeah, the Note. And they're all beautiful phones. I'm just not a Google Android fan. There's a lot of things work related that the Android brings to the front. You'd be able to download. Part of what I do is networking stuff. So being able to test Wi-Fi networks and Telnet into things and SSH and who knows a bunch of other acronyms and words. You can download specialized apps for that. And you can do to some degree on an iOS, but do much more on an Android. So recently we just got a new NetScout, which is a great little device, and it's an Android device. It's running Android OS. I don't know which version. I don't remember. It has its own little app store, but it's pretty cool. It's basically an Android phone that has a wired jack. I forget how cropped I am today. I'm a little closer than normal, but so you'll survive probably. It's got a little network jack on the top, and on the side allows you to do some testing of stuff. So, but it's running. The point of all of that is running Android because it has a freer operating system. Allows you to do some other stuff that you can't do, sadly, on iOS. But it's still nice. I can still use my phone for Wi-Fi traffic checking and whatnot. Just curious, you're clearly not in your car, you're not at home, you're in an office. What's your setup?
My setup is, I don't know how far you're going to crop me in, basically right on this shoulder, right here. It's this little fuzz. This is a Rode. We talked about it before. Rode Video Micro. It is being attached with a little clampy arm that's not really strong enough to hold anything, so it's barely leaning up, holding up. With an iPhone 6, I think, right here that is recording the audio. You okay with it?
Yeah, I just heard somewhere.
So this is where I'm recording the audio right here, and then I'm just FaceTiming you with the 10R on top of that SunPack Ultra 6000 PG. It says it right there.
What's at the Target, tripod, Walmart?
So.
SunPack?
Best Buy, yeah.
Best Buy, okay. For what it does, I mean, especially for the price, not a bad tripod.
Yeah, it's got the gun, the pistol grip, so which I like. So
gravy train. For anybody that cares, I'm FaceTiming Brent with a iMac 27-inch. My camera's directly behind it, facing me, clearly, recording me. I'm connected to it, controlling it on my iPad through the app. I have two lights here that are the cylindrical LED lights that we talked about last time. Or is that the one that we didn't work? Because we recorded a full, but because I don't know, was my problem, I didn't have any audio or something.
Yes, sir.
All me. And by the way, Brent was totally in focus. Completely. He looked, dare I say, amazing, really. But I had no audio. That wasn't on purpose either. So I guess we'll have to talk about these lights another day. They're good lights. They are $20, and they definitely do the job. They're not where I would normally put them, but just for the sake of time, that's what we did. We set them up, or I set them up to my left and right. So it's goofy. Well, I was having trouble because I forgot some cables for the microphone, but I'm actually, my microphone is plugged into my Saramonic Smart Rig Plus. The Saramonic then is plugged into the Rodecaster Pro, which is a phenomenal device. I used to say it was overpriced, but they just added some more features for some fine tuning of it and some expanded capabilities. And so if you did a podcast regularly or something where you needed a mixer with some extra stuff in it, this thing probably is worth it now. Not necessarily to me, because this is the first time I'm using it for this. I've used it a few times as a mixer, and it was fine. But this is the first time I'm using it for podcasting. And I'm recording to it as well, just to have a secondary soundtrack. It's recording both you and I. But that then is going via one of the outputs to the camera so that the camera is getting audio. The good news is you're recording your audio. I'm recording both of our audio. And just in case the camera doesn't get it for some reason, we're going to have something somewhere.
So should the camera be receiving both mine and yours, or is it just getting you?
The camera should be getting both of us. It's getting whatever the Rode is sending, the Rodecaster, and the Rodecaster is picking up both you and I right now. And so hopefully next week I'll get my act together, no promises, and we'll have that bad boy set up. I might even take a picture. Matter of fact, you know what? To prove that I took a picture, I'll do it right now. And if I don't end up putting it into the system, it's just into the video, then that just means I forgot. Not like that ever happens. Did you ever clap, by the way?
I did not.
Just curious. If I'm recording your audio now and I got good levels, then it shouldn't matter. But so anyways, that is, I would say that's it for today, unless you have something very specific you want to talk about.
Nope, not yet.
Okay. This might be our new venue, me being in this office of mine and Brent being in that office of his. Hopefully, if not, then we'll definitely get our act together and get a regular podcast out to everybody. And then if one of us, of course, gets the new phone, we'll talk about it. I'll look at the keynote and I'll do a lot of reading just to get some information there. But some other things I want to talk about too, these lights, since we missed them, and a few other devices that I was able to acquire either personally or through work. Good stuff. Even that NetScale, we might even do a little talk about that because it is pretty cool. The fans are kicking in on the iMac. I'm curious if we can hear it on the microphones. But anyway, so that's it for today. Thanks again for watching episode whatever, and hope to see you guys, or hope that you see us next week. Ciao.
Take care.